Hey everybody, welcome to Hilltop Machine Works. Well, there you go, just got her finished up. Hogged the other side down. So, not too problematic. The only thing is, let me see if I can get you in there if you can see that. Since I had just so little contact with the jaws, only 2 points on each jaw, when I was hogging those cuts, you can see the part actually turned in the chuck. So a little bit of scar in there. We're gonna have to polish that, make it look nice. But otherwise, it is done. Yay! On to the next. So our first set of dies are done. So that's how the drive die came out. Make sure I'm in frame. There you go. So looks good. And this is the first one we did. And you can probably pick up the chatter marks from that parting tool. And then you see this width is different than this width because it was walking on me off that mandrel. So different setup. Obviously this worked really nice. You know, the line is there. You can barely feel it because I had to come in here and, you know, remove half the material, turn around the chuck, remove the other half, and then blend it in. So I think it'll work just fine. I think what I want to do is go ahead and drill the holes for this drive die to drive on the axle itself. That way we can go ahead and put this in and test this and make sure this kind of proof of concept is going to work, that our measurements are good, our depths are good and all that, before we make the second set of dies, in case we need to you know, do some tweaking. So I think what we're going to do now is go ahead and get over to the bridge. Oh man, I'm still sleepy. Get over to the mill, the Excello mill, and you know, drill and tap a couple holes. I think what I'm going to do is do the first one, and then we'll have to we'll mount this up in a 5C cowl block, since these two are offset 90 degrees and this one is basically 180 from this one. So that way we can drill our first hole and we're going to work off of that hole, you know, turn it 90, and then we'll turn it around and flip it over and do 180, so that will line up correctly. So let's get over to the mill. So I just spotted it and I had to use a long, basically spotting drill bit. I couldn't use a regular center drill because it wouldn't clear the part. The chuck would hit. So gotta run a number 7. This is long enough, so we're good. Quarter 20 may be interesting. Let me see here. I have to start it and then just hand tap. See what we got. It's gonna be interesting here. Let's see what we got. Slow it way down. As soon as we get going, I'll have to stop it. through. Sweet. So now let me get this out and we'll get it set up in a 5C and on that 20 mil to be able to hold this better and rotate it. Going handheld, but there's the setup. As I said, 20 mil rod holding in the 5C collet, that way it's easy to index. So I got her all set up, and you know, that was the first one we just drilled. So basically that is going to be that one right there, and now we're going to do this one. So it's rotated obviously 90 degrees, and then I'll pull the block out and rotate another 90, and we'll get that back one done. So not going to bore you with that, but I'm going to get these knocked out off camera. Alright, it is done. Should work as it's supposed to. So now wired up the foot pedal, nothing fancy, didn't bother filming it. Had to zip tie the safety feature on the electric threader. So I think now what I'm going to do is we'll go ahead and get you guys on a tripod. We'll get the dies in. I'll go grab a piece of flat stock and we'll see if this thing's going to roll a circle. Well, let's give this thing a test. The dies are in. Everything is put together. Did notice that you know, the tolerance on the dies are good for the bar stock, but you got to really get these dies lined up. It's easy to misalign them, so actually wider gaps would probably help a little bit, just beginning observation. But let's go ahead and run it a little bit and see how she's going to work. And up. Give it a couple cranks. It'll take you a little getting used to, because with the hand wheel obviously I could get it all the way to the very end, so I need to figure out when I need to stop it so I don't overshoot it. Like there, almost overshot it. But so far, looks like she's going to work. Alright, tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and run it all the way through, but I'm going to speed it up at when I record the or download the video, so that way you guys aren't watching me for 5 minutes doing it. You can just watch me for, like, you know, 30 seconds. Alright. Well, there you go. Didn't come out too bad. Like I said, I'll have to get used to when I need to stop the pedal so I can take it, all the way out to here. I didn't want to overshoot it, but so far looks like the concept's going to work, so that is cool. I'll go ahead and bang out those other set of dies off camera, because it's just rinse and repeat of what I did on the 1-inch dies for this 1.5-inch wide stock, and then we'll get them cleaned up. I think I'm going to probably tool black them. That way they'll be protected and not want to rust, since it's obviously nice virgin surfaces there. And I think this is probably going to be a success, so that's pretty cool. Let me get those other dies knocked out, and I'll be back. Just wrapping up the last of the dies, doing the big drive die with the 1.5-inch profile in the middle. So figured give you a little bit of action here, just whittling it away. Taking off 40 thou total, or going in 20 thou depth of cut. Seems to work pretty good. Haven't cooked that insert yet. I did burn up one side of it. Trying to get the last of this set of dies before I swap it out. Alrighty. Hope you guys can see that pretty good. I got you on the tailstock. Get a little more flying chip action. Got my shield up, and I'm still getting pelted, and they're hot. And I gotta fix my tailstock, don't I? I gotta wound it. Don't have the support. Just noticed that. Just finishing up the face on this die, and once you do that, I gotta break a couple edges, and we are done with all the lathe work. Try to get a somewhat decent finish with this 1018. Even though the size of the dies don't matter, because they're inside the tubing roller. Alrighty. Let me move you back and see if you're going to stay in frame or not. Alrighty, sweet. We are good to go. So just got wrapped up over here at the mill. You already saw me do this operation on the 1-inch die, but went ahead and got the holes drilled and obviously tapped 1/4 20, and this makeshift, I guess you almost call it a mandrel, worked perfectly. So let's do a little deburring, and I'll get them all cleaned up, and we'll get them over to the welding table. And I think what I want to do is go ahead and tool black them. That way they'll be protected and won't want to rust. So meet you over there at the welding table. There are the dies all wrapped up. I think they came out pretty nice. You know, the first one we did is the worst one because that tool chatter. You know, I didn't know it was working its way off the expanding mandrel. But you know, as we got a plan of attack and things got better and I was able to keep my setup rigid, you can see they came out nice. There's a line there, but you can't feel it. You can just see it. Blended it in. So, and the bigger dies, same here. You see a line, but you can't feel it. So, nice. So now it's time to give them a little bit of a protectant. I've talked about this stuff before, but this is the Tool Black by Precision brand. You can get it several different places. KBC is a seller. This is where I got this kit from, and they have it on sale about every, I don't know, 3 or 4 months for like $99. I think it normally sells for like $119 or something. But you know, it'll do a lot. I mean, sure, you can get a bottle like Brownells and you know, blue it that way for like 13 bucks, but you know, the kit gives you a lot. I've been using it a lot, like I said, and it's going to last a long time, and it'll probably outdo 3 or 4 bottles of that bluing compound. So, you know, to each his own, but this stuff works pretty well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this cleaner degreaser. You mix it with water, and then you know, prep the surfaces real clean so there's nothing on them, and then we'll put the actual blackening compound. I'll put it in this container here, and we'll just dip it in it, and then it'll do its thing. And then once they're all done and we clean them and dry them off, then you spray this Prevent on. It's kind of like a WD-40. It gives it some shine, and you know, penetrates in it and seals everything up. So let me go ahead and degrease them first, and I'll bring you guys back and we'll do some blackening. Parts are all degreased and dried off, so let's go ahead and get the chemical action going here. It works pretty quickly, as you can tell. Doesn't take much. Let me get it up here. Make sure the bottom's getting done. But as you can see, easy breezy. It's all in the prep. Because if you don't prep it right, then you're going to get splotching, and the Tool Black stuff's not going to do its job. But there we go. Alrighty, I'm gonna continue on, and we'll be back once I get this stuff dried off, and then we'll put the protectant on it. So I've got them washed off and blown dry, and so as you can see, they look really dry. The instructions recommend to steel wool that if you really want to have a nice surface, but for these, you know, it doesn't matter. We're not making a fancy tool for the lathe of the mill. We're just making these dies. So we're gonna go with it the way it is, and now all you do is you spray this preventive on it. Let me get it over here so we don't get over the lens, and it brings it basically back to life, as you can see. And what I like to do is just kind of rub it around, make sure it's all on there good. Well, it'd be good to get in the frame. Rub it around. And see, now you can see it looks good. And I'm just going to let it soak a little bit, just like this. And then I'll just basically towel dry it. Do another one here, but maybe I can try to do it in the frame. Sorry about that, guys. And it's good to do it with the gloves so the chemicals don't get in your skin, and also you don't transfer, any of your oils from your hands, because then it'll splotch up. But alrighty, so there we go. Okay, I'm gonna finish the other 4 off camera, and we'll be done. So hey, I appreciate you guys watching. I hope you enjoyed the 3-part series. I hope you enjoyed the Monarch chewing off some chips. That was fun. Don't get to use the Monarch that often. And if you're new to the channel, hey, I appreciate you coming over and subscribing and commenting. And if you're just a viewer and not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button down there for me. I'd appreciate it. And with that, guys, we'll catch you on the next video. Take care.